Ranked number 20 in the country, the Rochester Yellow Jackets taking on the Case Western Reserve Spartans tonight. Spartans are 1-8 in conference play, 4-15 overall this season, but coming off a weekend, Eddie, where they not only got their first win in conference play, a victory over Brandeis, but took NYU to the final minutes, almost won 2 games in a row on Throwback Weekend inside of Delbert Gymnasium. So they're feeling good about where they're at. Rochester obviously feels good about where they're at for the full season, but they have lost 3 in a row, so they certainly want to get back on that winning side, and they feel that they can do that tonight here in Horsburgh Gymnasium. Spartans start out in a zone defense, trying to limit the ability of that inside play for Rochester. This is Kendall McConico to Emily Todd, and the Spartans are underway. McConico, as Eddie said in the open, they're ready to give the keys to the car to Kendall McConico and let her drive this Spartan basketball team. She has been outstanding this season. Ball movement. This is Emma Kane working against Alexandra Leslie. Ball goes out of bounds off the Spartans. That's going to be a tough matchup for Kane with Leslie.
Yeah, Kane is really the only Spartan player, at least the only one in the starting lineup anyways, that gives the Spartans any type of size down low. But Leslie is going to draw a double team every time. And you see right there, double team, but it didn't matter. She scored anyways, and she has done so much damage, not just against Case, but against the entire UAA over her 4 years.
Whistle in the backcourt. Jennifer Reimer wants an early timeout. Wants to talk about her team breaking that full court press that Rochester comes out in.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
Rebecca Rowlands will inbound it. Spartans have all 4 in the backcourt along with Rowlands, and this is McConico. She'll bring it up. Kendall McConico running the point. Breaks down the defense, missed the layup. That's Deming with the rebound. Lauren Deming with the basketball. Good ball movement. Atkinson for 3. Shots missed. Ball's loose on the ground. And Hillary Hellman grabs the loose ball. Eddie, I'll sound like a broken record, but it's very important, especially early in the game, for Hellman to score for 2 reasons. One, Hillary does better if she gets into a groove early. She struggles she'll struggle the whole game if she struggles early, as Emma Kane shoots it over Leslie. And then the second reason they need her to score early is because she truly is, besides McConico, their only player out there that can create their own shot.
Right, yeah, and the Spartans are so much better when Hellman does get her shot going early on, and that's why I'm especially curious to see just the first 5 minutes of this game for all the things that we talked about. Rochester wants to kind of right the ship. They want to get back in the right direction after a couple of losses, and the Spartans want to get back on the floor because they almost came away with 2 wins a week ago. So both teams very eager to get back onto the basketball court. I'm really excited to see the first 5 minutes. I think that will decide a lot of things in this game.
10-second count in the backcourt. Jennifer Reimer had made a substitution. She brought in Jasmine Floyd to join Emily Todd in that backcourt to try to get that ball up the floor against the Rochester press. One other reason for the importance of a good start, the last time these 2 teams played, a quarter is 8 minutes. Rochester in the first quarter in New York on January 12th outscored Case 31-2 in the opening 8 minutes. And with that layup by Emma Kane, they have already, in the first 53 seconds of this quarter, scored more points in this quarter than they did the complete quarter the first time these two teams played.
Well, that is a really good start, and I like the nice find on the break from Emily Todd. We know she can shoot, but with the assist this time.
That's a three by Atkinson, and Lizzie Atkinson makes her 31st three of the season. She leads Rochester in long-range shots. Hellman on a 2-on-1 break. She'll shoot it herself, misses it long, and Atkinson pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, and by now, at this point in her career, Hellman pretty much has the green light to shoot just about whenever she wants. It can be early in the shot clock, late in the shot clock. If she feels comfortable, go ahead and take it.
Alexis Ambergy with the basketball. Right side, Jasmine Floyd will shoot, missed it. Kane pulls down the rebound. Emily Todd looks at a three, and Emily Todd knocks it down.
Boy, that was just a perfect scenario for Case Western Reserve. Not only do you get the rebound with your young freshman Emma Kane, but you get a wide open look for Emma Todd. And Todd is one of those players also that hasn't quite kicked it into gear early in games. So if you get her going too, that's a big plus. But another bucket inside for Rochester.
Well, great vision that time by Deming, and even better move along the baseline by Leslie Tillery Hellman on a quick break.
And you can see how much the Spartans want to get out and run. I mean, they know for a proven fact that in the half court, if it's going to be a half court game against the Yellow Jackets, it could be a long night. So if you get out on the break, you give yourself an advantage.
Emily Todd with the basketball. Jasmine Floyd dribbling it out with Alexis Ambergy. One of the things offensively that the Spartans were really going to work on tonight is work the shot clock a little bit. Not be interested as Emma Kane takes it right at Alexandra Leslie. Kane's got 6 early points.
That is a very encouraging sign for the Spartans, not just with the points, but her aggressiveness too.
And it's easy money for Leslie. She has 8 of the 15. One of the things they wanted to do, Eddie, is not shoot threes early in the shot clock. Try to work the ball inside as Alexis Ambergy does. And Scheibel wants a timeout. His team's in for a fight.
Yeah, and Ron, I think if you trade buckets between Kane and Leslie, the Spartans will take that. That will keep them in this game until the fourth quarter.
We'll be back.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
(16-15-13) Rochester early on. Inside, the Yellow Jackets go to another one of their bigs. Comes Hellman the other way. Hillary with a wild, crazy spin shot that drops. She's got 4.
Boy, and I tell you what, 15 points, and you've got just a little under 4 minutes to go as you see the quick answer in the bucket there by Rochester. But, I mean, ideally, offensively, I don't think the Spartans could have envisioned a better start to this game against a Rochester team that is just loaded and can really defend.
McConico looking for help. Thought she had Ambergy, but the defensive Bryn Lauer stepped into a lane and caught Kendall in between whether I'll pass or not, and she traveled with the basketball. 17-15 early. Spartans down 2. Remember, it was 31-2 after one quarter in Rochester last time these two teams played. Yellow Jackets with that 29-point lead. New players in the game. That's Lauren Foley. Foley hits her season average with 1 shot.
Boy, oh boy, and I'll tell you what, that was, I believe, Brenna James with that little no-look pass to the opposite end. Looks like she was going to go to the right wing. She went to the left wing instead, and nobody saw it coming.
Hellman with a nice crossover. Yellow Jackets will bring it up. Brenna James going to go right side. They'll go right back to Brenna and work to the right side. Good ball movement. Rochester quickly against that zone defense. Gets the open look. Ball's tipped, kept alive. Chasing it down is Lauren Deming. 2:29 left to play, opening quarter.
And remember, Ron, Alexandra Leslie, the big 6'2" forward, not in there, so the Spartans can match up a little better inside as they draw the foul.
Foul's on Rebecca Rowlands. That is Rebecca's first. Foul's on the floor, no shooting foul. Rochester will have it out. Yellow Jackets on the season averaging 70 points per game. Jillian Silvestri at 5'11" missed that shot inside. Missed her shot and in frustration reached in for a foul. Hellman cut in. Floyd's pass went out. Turnover for the Spartans. You know, Eddie, one of the things that's surprising, I guess, in that blowout loss in Game 1, it was 84-41. You'd look at that and you'd go, well, they must have had a lot of turnovers. They didn't. They had 14 turnovers on the game.
Which in the grand scheme of things really isn't a ton, but I think you have to credit the size and length of Rochester. Just so difficult to score when they can outdo you in that way.
They outscored Case as the Spartan defense creates a turnover. Rochester outscored the Spartans by 28 points in the paint in that first game, so you're exactly right. Emily Todd's going to check back in for Jasmine Floyd. So it's Todd McConico, Kane, and Megan Shanoski on the floor right now for the Spartans. Shanoski, a 5'10" freshman forward from Howell, New Jersey. Emily Todd with a wide open look. She didn't know she had it. Todd stopped on a dime on the dribble. The defender went by her. She had a wide open turnaround bunny shot and was unaware of it. Ball was kicked, I believe. They'll say it went off an ankle of a Spartan, so Rochester will keep it.
And I definitely do not blame Emily for what just happened right there. I mean, you don't exactly have eyes in the back of your head or the sides of your head right there, so it's just part of the game. You just move on to the next play and hope to get better.
Long three, made by Brenna James. Well, especially when you're Emily and you're driving into the land of the Giants. Emily's at 5'4", and there are a few 6'1s inside. Emma Kane, Eddie, whatever she ate pregame meal tonight, she should eat the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, or maybe she had another different pregame routine or something, or a combination of both. But yeah, she is out to a blistering start with 8 points, all of which are coming from 5 feet or less, and a couple of which were scored over the senior Alexandra Leslie. So that is a really impressive start for the Spartans' young forward.
Todd's going to bring it out. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 45 on the first quarter game clock. Emily with a soft left-hand floater. Shot was missed. McConico almost steals it back. Rowlands grabs the loose ball. Shot clock and game clock are almost identical. Both are at 20 seconds. Shanoski with the basketball. Whistle away from the ball. Foul will go against Rochester. It will be on Mary Cronenwetter. That is Cronenwetter's second foul. Alexandra Leslie will check back in.
I would say that was a big silver lining for the Yellow Jackets with that foul right there, because it allows you to get Leslie back on the floor, so you get a little bit more rim protection for this defensive possession, and if you get the ball back, you've got an option down low.
7 seconds left in the opening quarter. Ball's kicked by Bryn Lauer.
And fortunately, it does not appear that Rochester will get the ball back unless a turnover is committed here early. Spartans definitely planning to hold for the final shot of the quarter.
Rollins inbounds it to McConical. Kendall's going to need to shoot it. They'll run out of time. Kane got it off. Did she? Yes, she did, but the shot did not fall. So one quarter is in the books, and it was a good one for the Spartan women. They are down 6 after a quarter to the number 20th ranked team in the country in Division III. It's 23-17.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
Well, I know Jennifer Reimer is entirely pleased with most of that first quarter. She joked with me that she told the Case women this week in practice, listen, if we score 3 points in the first quarter, that's 1 point more than we had in the opening game against these guys. And not only did they score 3, they scored 17 total.
Yeah, and look at the clips, Ron. I mean, 61.5% from the field on 8 of 13 shooting. You only shoot 2 3-pointers, but you made one of them, so that's a 50% clip right there. I would imagine that a very big chunk of those points are in the paint as well. That is incredibly difficult to do against Rochester. And you see another one there, once again, from Kane, who leads all scorers with 10. So yes, I mean, even if you're down 4 at this point, you got to be really, really happy with the way things are going right now.
Kane doing a great job using her body to shield against Leslie Alexander. That was Kendall McConical who doubled down on Alexander. Kendall splits the defense, put up a shot. And grabbing the loose ball is Bryn Lauer. Lauer quickly will work the other way. In the corner to Deming. Cross-court pass. Ball fake and short shot. Missed. Rollins with the rebound.
And Case Western Reserve, not just with Kane, but as a unit, they have been active on the boards.
Rebecca will shoot the 3. Missed it short. Deming went up with one arm and grabbed the rebound. Here comes Rochester the other way. Atkinson inside to Leslie Alexander. Ball's lost out of bounds off the thigh of Alexander. She can see in her face she does not agree with the call. Here's the look, and it looked like it went right off the top right thigh, right above her kneecap.
I would agree. So the Spartans defense has inserted itself into the game. They have forced a couple of turnovers. Yes, Rochester is still shooting at a very high clip, but in an offensive game, the Spartans keeping pace.
Hellman off the screen, missed the 15-footer. Alexander grabs the rebound. This is Bryn Lauer with the basketball for Rochester. Shot missed short. Todd comes up with it. Emily Todd looks to Ambergy. Bryn Lauer with good active hands steals the basketball back. Here comes Lauer. She leads this team with 3 assists per game. Nice pass to Deming. Laura with a hesitation stop and makes the basket. She's got 8. So Deming's got 8 and Alexandra Leslie has 8. And then there are 3 other Rochester Yellow Jackets who have 3-point shots. Scoring has been spread out with 5 players, but 2 of them have dominated it, and this is one of them, Deming. Deming's fouled by Alexis Ambergy, and that will be Alexis's first.
Not a bad foul right there by the junior wing. Ambergy, she brings the smarts to the table for Case Western Reserve, always knowing the right time to do the right thing in the right situation. It's just her first foul, so doesn't hurt anything as the Yellow Jackets make the first free throw, so she's got 9 now. But I've always liked the way that Ambergy has played. She always makes a crafty veteran type of a move and exactly when the Spartans need it.
Eddie, we're going to have to find out. It must be flannel night tonight. Is it some sort of a promotion tonight?
I kind of gathered that.
Yeah, everybody that we see in these cutaways in the stands, and including the Case coaches, they're all wearing flannels.
I never heard the official word, but I am picking up on a theme here.
Well, I've got a flannel that I really like at home. If I'd have known, I would have worn it. McConico drew the foul. She'll shoot 2 free throws. Foul's on Lauren Foley. Foley's number 34. There you see the foul.
And you know what? Come to think of it, Ron, believe it or not, I actually have a white suit at home that I could have worn to whiteout a couple weekends ago.
You should have. And we could have had a picture with you and Coach McGinnis.
That's right. Yeah, that was a big disappointment, man. I'll have to come through. I hope they do that promotion again next year.
McConico, 1 of 2. How often do you wear the white suit, Eddie?
Oh boy, it has been a while. It's come out of the closeted area maybe twice. So yes, it definitely does have some cobwebs that I have to dust off of there a little bit.
So my interest is piqued. What are the 2 occasions that you've worn the white suit?
Boy, oh boy. You know, as another bucket inside by Rochester, I think honestly just for the heck of it. To be honest with you, no special occasion or anything. Just, it was a white suit. It was on sale, and it looked nice, and I would like to think that I looked nice in it.
Ambergy's shot was blocked by Lauren Deming. Rochester quickly the other way. Looking for the foul that they did not get. Here comes Hellman. I'm sure your mother thinks that you looked wonderful in the white suit.
Well, that's at least one vote of confidence there.
This is Jasmine Floyd with 8 on the shot clock. Jasmine's in trouble. Ambergy against Deming. Lost the ball out of bounds. It will stay with the Spartans, but they'll have just 3 seconds to get a shot off. Cavaliers needed just 1 second the other night against the Timberwolves from three-quarter court.
That was hard to watch. I mean, they played great offensively, but the back and forth, I just couldn't take it.
Well, when you need to score 140 points to win, that's a struggle. It's a brand new basketball team, though. They'll debut it tonight. That's Deming inside. She's got 10 to join Alexandra Leslie as the leading scorers. Largest lead of the night. It's at 10, 30-20. Here with just inside 6 minutes to play in this first half.
I was just about to say the spread is starting to get a little bit noticeable. Rochester starting to pull away, getting us some stops on the defensive side, and they get another one here with the turnover. So Spartans need to pick up the activity a little bit on the offensive end.
Rochester very patient against the Spartan zone.
You see what they do is what they're doing right here. They get to the post and then they see what shots are available around the perimeter, or they just bang it out inside and score again. But that seems to be, Ron, the base formation play that the Yellow Jackets run. They get Leslie at about the free throw line. They see what type of attention she draws, and if there's shooters available, they kick it out.
5 minutes left. First half, Spartans down 12.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
And the pep band went quiet as soon as we came out of break. They were playing grandly during the commercial break. Then silence. It's almost like they, don't want anybody to get an early look at them.
It was right on cue, wasn't it?
Maybe they've got a big halftime performance that they don't want to let out of the bag. Spartans coming out of that timeout, they've got some work to do. They had battled very well in that opening quarter, down 23-17 after that opening quarter. Have struggled, though, in the first part of the second quarter. And as Eddie, as you pointed out, it's now a dangerous time where Rochester's on the verge of really taking control of this basketball game. Todd gets tied up. Lost the basketball that time to Bryn Lauer.
Well, and based on the personnel that you have on the floor, you do have Todd and you do have Hellman. You've gotten a hot start from Kane, but you do ask yourself, how sustainable is that throughout the course of 4 quarters against Leslie? I think now is the time that Hellman needs to get her shot going.
3 was missed. It's an air ball. Here comes Todd with it the other way for the Spartans. Todd looks left. Ball's knocked out of her hands by Atkinson, and Lizzie's going to pick up her first foul.
It's almost as if on that last possession almost helped this next possession. I mean, the last one turned into a jump ball, so you knew that the opposing guard against Todd was going to be aggressive, but this time she was the same level of aggressive. You just got a different result. You got a foul, so it's almost like a trade-off in that regard, but they're going to stay aggressive. Hopefully the Spartans can turn that aggressiveness into fouls and really use it to their advantage.
Shots blocked inside by Alexandra Leslie at 6'2", has created problems not only for Case Western Reserve but for everybody in the University Athletic Association for 4 years now. She's a senior. Many people will be glad to see her go, and that's probably the highest compliment that they can give her.
That's exactly right. And
thanks for coming. If we don't see you again soon, that's going to be great. Todd to Hellman. Spartans in desperate need of a basket. Won't come on that possession. There's Emma Michaels, who brings the ball down the floor, gets it to her teammate Tessa Ludwig. They'll bring it back out on top and set the play. Brenna James with the basketball. 3:36 left to play in the opening half. Rochester inside to Leslie. Rollins with the rebound. Shanoski. Left wing.
Spartans have to get something easy right here. It's been a while since they've scored. They're going to keep the ball after this last touch by the Yellow Jackets, but they got to really work a play where they get the ball into the hands of one of their best scorers, preferably Hellman, maybe Kane if the option is there, but they have to get something easy to get back on the board.
Rollins pass to Todd, doesn't work. Spartans will turn it over. Back in the game for the Yellow Jackets, Mary Cronenwetter. She'll sub out Alexandra Leslie. Leslie on the bench with 12 points. Cronenwetter back in the game, scoreless with 2 fouls. Shot missed. Rollins off to Todd. Emily Todd loses it. Brenna James with the steal down the floor, and laying it up and in is Tessa Ludwig.
Well, that was going to be near automatic. I mean, anytime you get numbers to the Yellow Jackets, and they're going to convert 100% of the time. Spartans in bad need of a bucket.
They're being a little too relaxed with the basketball. And that seems like a silly statement to make when the team's down 14, that they just seem a little slow with it.
I would
Todd
agree.
pulls the rebound.
I would agree. Just looking at the body language of this Spartans team as we draw a foul there, Hellman on the fast break. Yeah, I mean, you can see it in the players. They're just a little bit too lackadaisical offensively. They need some initiative to try to put points back on the board and get themselves back into this game and not let it get out of hand.
They have been scoreless for the last 4.5 minutes. They have scored only 3 points in the second quarter. We talked about the 2 that they scored in the opening quarter of the first game of this series on January 12th in Rochester. And we're very happy to see them score 17 in the opening quarter tonight, but the second quarter has been back to where they were a month ago.
Well, and I think just based on the fact that Rochester is so much older, so much longer, even after the Spartans had a really, really good scoring first quarter, you almost had to figure that this point was going to come into the game at some point as the Spartans do get the steal. So that's the importance of in-game adjustments.
Lauren Deming with the block. Ambergy had the inside baseline track. Deming with good follow defense blocks her shot, so Jasmine Floyd will inbound it. Minute 25 left in this opening half. Hellman faces a double team, dribbles out of it. Crossing shot will not go. Lauer and Deming and Atkinson working the ball on the perimeter. It was Ethington with the shot. Deming pulls up with a loose ball. Inside a minute left, opening half. Lauer goes inside. Good position and an easy bucket for Mary Cronenwetter.
Well, the other thing, too, is that the defensive interior is starting to break down a little bit. There was quite a bit of resistance from Case Western Reserve down low defensively on the block, but now things are a little different.
Turnover Spartans. 28 seconds left, opening half. The lead has grown to 16. .15 seconds. Shot is up and good by Bryn Lauer.
Well, the one good thing about a quick bucket there is that the Spartans will at least get one more possession so that they can get a little bit of confidence before the end of the half.
Ball's knocked out of bounds by Ethington.
Only have 2.2 seconds to do it, though.
Last time these two teams played, 84-41 was the final. Rochester. Floyd will inbound it. 2.2 seconds to shoot. Hellman with a ball fake, step back. It'll be a 3 if it goes. And it does not. 38-20, the score.